Hello everyone, this is Power, more commonly known as Power, however I do go by a couple of various nicknames, terrorist, stalker, antichrist, etc. This video is simply meant for me to express my personal opinions on a couple of topics. Since I'm not a member of any current clan, that gives me a more neutral standpoint. So hopefully this will enlighten a couple people in the current situation and from a person viewing it from the outside. I'm going to try to be unbiased here as possible, obviously. So let's get right into it. First off, I think it's very important for me to express my opinions on the UN. This has been a very heated debate and topic of interest for a lot of people ever since the creation of the fall of the UN site. So I'm here to set the record straight. I don't hate the UN, shocker, right? There have been a lot of claims saying that I'm trying to destroy the UN, or how I'm trying to brainwash the UN. I've seen that claim made by JB. Bottom line, if I wanted the UN gone, I've presented multiple opportunities to have that done. I haven't acted upon that because there's no real reason to destroy a legitimate clan. However, I do think the UN has some major flaws, and I think in some ways it does degrade the value of the Halo clan system, and somewhat degrades the value of the Halo community as a whole. Besides the way the clan itself is run, one topic I want to cover really quickly is its YouTube run through the channel Mr. General JB. This channel has been around since USC. I believe if you go to USC update number 4, I believe. This is right off the top of my head, I'm not sure exactly. I was actually mentioning that, but main point is this channel has been around forever. And a lot of these videos on here are simply outdated. Pretty much everything from the USC time. A couple of the UN videos, the UNN videos. Simply outdated, and it's confusing for people who are trying to enter Halo clans for the first time. They might stumble upon a video of the USC, and they think that clan's still around. And it's just confusing for people who are wanting to join new clans, and they're stumbling upon all these old videos of old clans that no longer exist. And I think General JB should know better than this. It's just hurting the Halo community as a whole. It's confusing for new people, and like, picture yourself in the shoes of a person trying to join a clan for the first time. You stumble upon video of some clan that doesn't exist, and you spend hours of your day trying to contact officers of a clan that no longer exist. That's very frustrating. It just turns people off to the idea of joining a clan entirely. So I think the having these videos remaining up simply degrades the community as a whole, and I think JB should know better on how these videos are removed. I have requested this during the fall of the UN. This is still to be acted upon. The UNN videos. I took major issue with the UNN on the fall of the UN site. These videos, as I said, are very biased, somewhat erroneous, but major issues here is just how biased they are, and they're expressing viewpoints that are not acceptable from a news source that it's claiming to be. JB said that he'll attempt to make the UNN less biased and a more unbiased news source in the future. However, these videos are still up. Since these videos are still up, I could go to JB's YouTube channel right now and go watch UNN Update 5. Since these videos are still up, these viewpoints are still being expressed. So by definition, the UNN currently is still a biased news source. So it's JB frankly completely lied when he said in the fall of the UN site that he's trying to make it unbiased. He's yet to take any action to do that. So far, the only action done is all done by Shadow Sniper. That was on the Halo 3 UnitedNation.weebly.com, their website. Since this is claiming to be run by Shadow Sniper, I will assume these posts are also made by Shadow Sniper. The articles are acceptably unbiased, but JB has taken no action to show an unbiased viewpoint here. He could do this by simply removing the prior UNN update videos, but I think JB's philosophy with his videos are he doesn't run his channel to serve the clan. He runs it to serve himself, more or less. He's always in pursuit of having more views, more subscribers. He's always the first one to brag about how popular and how famous his clan is, notably with its video with, I believe, 13,000 views. And his channel currently has around 50,000. His total upload views has around 60,000, channel views around 50,000, and around 312 subscribers, 313 subscribers. So, he's always the first one to make this point known. He was always commenting how he was looking forward to getting his 300 subscriber, and how he has 50,000 views, and is constantly referencing the video 13,000 views. So I think it's running it more for himself and less for the clan. I think it's a bad idea to have your to have the person posting videos on behalf of your clan in pursuit of more personal gain rather than serving the clan as a whole. And I think this is very clear the way he comments on his channel. So I think that's the main reason why he's less willing to remove these videos that are outdated. The videos that are outdated, let me address those clearly so that if he does choose to take action, they should be removed. The USC newsreels, those are obviously outdated. A clan no longer exists. Those should be removed. All the videos from the USC should also be removed. The Plastic Waste series is acceptable. It's not a clan-related video. However, even a couple of the UN videos should be removed. Notably, all of the UNN updates should be removed. But a lot of these UN videos are outdated information. They're presenting outdated information, which is confusing people trying to join clans again. These videos are listing officers that are no longer in the clan, and he uses annotations to correct this, but that's not acceptable because some people use iPods, and annotations don't show up on iPods or any iPhones, Blackberries. They simply don't show up, so that's not a really acceptable way. It's a temporary fix, but if you're trying to be professional about this, I think it's a better move to simply remove the video. So all those videos that have outdated information on them should be removed. The UNN blacklist obviously should be removed. A lot of those names on there have been de-blacklisted, or the blacklist has changed significantly since posting that video. So as such, it should be removed. Next topic. Thoughts on JB himself. Interesting character to say the very least here. I'm gonna try and keep this this is interesting. He claims to be a professional. Always calls out people for being unprofessional, but I think he's being somewhat hypocritical here. I can name multiple instances where he has been unprofessional. A lot of that's been listed on Fall of the UN itself. So I think he's being very hypocritical here. In general, I'm not going to rate his ability to lead the clan. I haven't directly experienced that since the USC times, but when I was in there, I wasn't a sufficiently good leader of a clan. But I'm not going to comment on the UN. He could have changed since then. But I do think he tends to run his mouth way too much, and he puts the UN in a lot of bad situations that I think could easily be avoided if he would simply keep his mouth shut. The person who does that very well is Shadow Sniper. When I was served under him, he's a pretty good clan leader. I'll acknowledge him as that. He also, I view him as a more professional, more well thought out side of the UN. Most notably on the Fall of the UN site, when JB first responded, it was a more aggressive, less thought out response. I believe Shadow Sniper's second response is a very well written answer to a lot of questions I raised, and he also clearly acknowledged that anything he said would stand on behalf of the UN collectively, and I think it's very I mean that should be that's almost a necessity, but I think it's nice for him to acknowledge that, as opposed to JB saying, "Oh, I'm doing this on behalf of myself." So I applaud him on that for standing up for what a clan leader should be doing. A lot of another topic here that I want to cover this very clearly. I'm constantly claimed of being wrong or false statements, famous term used by JB, and also claim I'm trying to mislead or I'm brainwashing people, which is comical. These claims are made ever since Fall of the UN times, I clearly stated on the homepage of the fall of the UN, if you can prove that I was lying at any time or any of this is false at all, list it here. To this point, I've yet to be called out for listing anything wrong. The one exception to this would be Shadow Sniper had to correct me on my timeline and my past events, but there's been nothing relating to the UN itself or anything like that that I have been proven wrong on. So even yesterday at this point, May 14th, 2011, JB on his YouTube channel posted that I am false and misleading or something along those lines, and some other guy, I'm not really sure who it is, responded saying that if I am wrong, I'll call it out. Although I'm not really sure who this guy is, I think, again, he pretty much raised my point. JB constantly claims that I'm being misleading or lying. So at this point, I would like to say, JB, you made this claim yesterday. So if you think I'm wrong, I would like to have your exact points listed below. I'm expecting that. I believe that is all I'm going to cover right now. At this point, I'm going to open up to you guys. I will be making more videos. If you guys have any topics you want me to discuss or want me to cover, express my opinions on, if you want to post those below, keep it pretty clean. Don't post anything vulgar. I simply won't respond to that. If there are any comments that are unruly, those will be getting deleted. If this devolves into something along the lines of the UN website chat forum, those will be getting deleted. But if you want me to respond to your questions, simply pose them below. This is open to pretty much anyone. I'm not going to limit who I'm taking these questions from. I will be covering a couple of other topics next episode, mainly UN war tactics in general, and roleplay versus reality. Those are pretty much intertwined, but I think I could go on for a decent amount of time on those topics, so I'll save that for another episode. At this point, I would like to thank you for your time. This is Power, signing out.